สวัสดีค่ะยินดีต้อนรับนะคะทุกคนเข้าสู่ Hogwarts Legacy พาร์ทที่2นะคะ ต้องขออภัยด้วยจริงค่ะคือพาร์ท1ลืมไงเพราะตอนแรกบอกว่าเดี๋ยวถ้าได้เล่นแล้วเดี๋ยวจะไปปรับเสียงให้แต่ว่าลืมไงฮะก็เลยจะเลยเสียงดังมากนะพาร์ทแรก ตอนนี้นะคะเฟสเราก็คือหาห้องนั่งเล่นนะคะไปหาห้องนั่งเล่นขอ eat ก่อน eat apple ก่อนอันนี้อะไรลูกอมบอกอะไรอะลูกอมกินแล้วลอยเหรอโอเคชอบนะคะชอบมากมันธรรมชาติแบบสุดๆไปเลย
Revelio
ใครมีอะไรไหมเนี่ยอุ๊ยตรงนี้มีไม่มี
Wizard chess with my siblings. A bit violent, but Father says it's a good way to get out our frustrations.
All of my siblings have gone on to work for the ministry, but I'm not sure I want to do that. Unless it's an aura. I'd like to be an aura.
It's tradition in my family to play a game of Quidditch on the moors during the holidays.
My family has been sorted into Ravenclaw for generations. Bit of a bookish lot, one might say.
Never a dull moment when I go home for the holidays. Last year, my mother swore she heard a banshee. She couldn't sleep for fear that one of us was doomed.
Okay.
Must be different starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
มีคนพูดถึงเรา
Revelio
นินทาเหรอนินทาการบอกผู้ใดเมื่อกี้ใครพูด
New 5th year. Can't imagine starting a new school this late. I wonder where they're from.
อะไรแค่ฉันเข้าปี 5 เองมันก็ขนาดนั้นเลยหรือจริงๆมันลงทางไหนก็ได้ถูกไหมก็มาจบที่
I suppose
You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
หา
Revelio
ตอนนี้ให้ไปแนะนำตัวกับอะไรแอร์ดิเล็กใช่ไหมอ๋ออะไรอ่ะลื่นเหรอเมื่อกี้สะดุดเหรอคือลบเราหรืออะไรอาเธอร์แล้วก็เลโนรา
Such a beautiful owl.
เฮ้ยคนนี้ก็เลย
Oh, hello.
อ๋อสวัสดีจ้ะ
She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year.
ค่ะเป็นเด็กใหม่
Quite
ค่ะ
the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know. เขาบอกว่าฉันมีเรื่องต้องให้ตามอีกมากอ่ะ
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
มีเรื่องให้
Indeed.
ตามอีกเยอะเลย
4 years of schoolwork is a bit... Being that far behind, I'd feel so... inadequate. Of course, Presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a
อยาก
searing
เป็นเรียน
wit.
คอมากกว่า
At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly.
เรนอร่า
Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
โอเค เธอคิดว่าเธอควรจะอยู่เรเวนคอร์เหรอ
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in the ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
โอเค บาย แมว
Arthur's got you. You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
อาเธอร์พรัมมี่ทำพัมรี่
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
ใจนะยินดีที่รู้
Was
จัก
that your cat?
นั่นแมวเธอเหรอ
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
อ่าน่าเสียดายจังนะ ฉันคิดว่าพวกสัตว์พิเศษมันยอดเยี่ยมมาก
I'm
เลย
sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I'd better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
โอเค เธอเคยมีสัตว์เลี้ยงเป็นของตัวเองบ้างหรือเปล่า
Have you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
โอเคนะคะขอให้โชคดีนะอาเธอร์
Nice meeting you, Arthur.
Yeah,
And
it's
good
a-
luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
โอเค บาย
Professor Black was terrible before he decided to go for quiz.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong.
Asked me.
Oh, hello there.
สวัสดี
You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
กับถูกมังกรเขมือบจริงหรือเปล่า ฉันไม่อยากพูดถึงมันเท่าไหร่อ่ะ ตอบความจริงคือแบบว่าเอาแบบไว้ใจเพื่อนสุด
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
ๆ โอเคค่ะ คุณลุงของเธอไม่เป็นไรใช่
Are
ไหม
you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
อ่าฮะ
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course. And good luck.
โชคดีเหมือนกันนะคะ
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
อ๋อโอเคค่ะ แต่อาจารย์บิทลี่
Revelio
รอเราอยู่แล้วใช่ไหม
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at
สวัสดี
Hogwarts.
ค่ะ
I've been
ศาสตรา
dreaming of
จารย์
this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
หนังสือเหรอหนังสืออะไรปิวไปหมดแล้วค่ะกระดาษเรียบร้อย
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's
คือตอน
expected of
แต่
a
งตัวละคร
fifth
ฉันก็คิด
year.
ว่าฉันสวยนะ
You would be wise to take full
Come on,
advantage
come
of
on,
this
do it again.
exceptionally
น่าจะ
valuable
โคตรแมน
resource.
อยู่นะหรือเพราะว่าเสียงด้วยวะ
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
โอเคครับ
This way.
ทางนี้ได้ค่ะ
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
ตามไม่ทันค่ะไปแล้วค่ะกำลังตามอยู่ค่ะ
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
โอเคค่ะ
Revelio.
เรียวตำราอาหารของเอลฟ์ประจำบ้านโอเคกด ESC เปิดดูนี่โอเค
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
การค้นหาเปลวไฟคือจุดเดินทางอย่างรวดเร็วคุณสามารถเปิดแผนที่และเลือกเดินทางได้อย่างรวดเร็วไปยังเปลวไฟที่คุณค้นพบได้โอเคการกดแอมศาสตราจารย์วิกลี่ปลดล็อกเปลวไฟที่ห้องโถงกลางให้คุณโอเค AD นี่ไปฟ้าทาเวลเลยนะครับ
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
มันก็ประหยัดดีประหยัดเวลาดี
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
ไม่ถามอะไรแล้วกันนะขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
ก็ไม่มีอะไรนะฮะก็
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to
คือ
it.
คุยกับเพื่อนพูดความจริงนะแต่คุยกับพอคุยกับ
Almost
ศาสตราจารย์
precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
โอเคค่ะคุยกับศาสตราจารย์ฟิกนะคะคือพยายามอ่าน
It's good to see you,
แล้วอ่านไม่ทัน
Professor.
จริงๆนะ
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
เปิดหนังสือออกมาดู M แล้วก็สิ่งนี้คือแสดงถึงภารกิจหลักทำภารกิจหลักให้สำเร็จเพื่อดำเนินเรื่องราวปลดล็อกคุณสมบัติใหม่และรับคะแนน XP โอเคเหมือนว่าเราต้องไปเรียนอะไรก่อนเพราะว่าไปคลาสนี้ก่อนละกัน ป้องกัน
The
ตัว
map
จาก
is
สัตว์
enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
โอเคค่ะ
My older sister.
เข็มทิศมนตรา กด V ได้เพื่อแสดง มันก็จะบอกเส้นทาง ไปยังจุดหมายที่เรามาร์กไว้นะครับ โอเค Stupefy
Stupefy! Is that all you've got?
ทำได้ไงบอกบ้าอ่ะ
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso มาแล้วเนาะ
Levioso.
Levioso
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Okay ค่ะ
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
คือใช้คาถาลอยตัว Levioso และควบคุมและขาควบคุมอื่นๆ เพื่อทำลายเกาะสีเหลืองนะ
Levioso.
Good. Now, well done.
เยี่ยมไม่ลงมาไม่ลงมาแล้วดิอ่ะ
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling.
โอเค การฝึก
We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
ได้เลย
This should
Levioso.
be... This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Levioso.
Protego! Stupefy!
Complicates things.
Stupefy!
If only all of my students were this adept.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Yeah. เลิกเรียนแล้วครับเดี๋ยวเอง
Nice work.
ทำได้ดีมาก
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
แต่จริงๆมันอาจจะไม่ใช่การประลองครั้งแรกของเธอหรือเปล่าฉันก็เคยสู้ด้วยไม้กระสิทธิ์มาบ้าง
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
เดี๋ยวไปนะฮะ
Revelio.
เลเวลว่าเดี๋ยวขอดูนี่ก่อนโครงกระดูกมังกรอะไรแฮปปี้เบียนสีดำเหรอโอเคไม่มีของอะไรแล้วอันนี้อยู่ในห้องศาสตราจารย์เฮแคทแต่ว่ามีกุญแจล็อกอยู่ยังเข้าบ่อได้ไปยังห้องเรียนวิชาคาถาว่ามันไปผิดใช่ปะถูกแล้วนี่นะเซบาสเตียนไปเราไปด้วยกันไปด้วยกันแต่ฉันวิ่ง
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Hi สวัสดีค่ะทุกคน
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
มีที่ว่างอยู่ตรงนี้นะ
Thank you.
ขอบใจนะ
Hello, I am
สวัสดี
Nettie.
ฉันเนตตี้
So you are the new student.
ก็คือนักเรียนใหม่ใช่ไหม
Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone?
มีใครไหม
Anyone?
มีใครไหม
I am afraid it is too late to study now.
ว่ามันจะสายเกินไปในใจ
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
ไปอ่ะเย้
Accio.
อาคิ
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner.
เธอได้รู้ไว้มาก
I see a lot of potential, but remember,
มากมาย
potential is nothing without
จะ
practice.
ไร้ประโยชน์ถ้าไม่ได้รับการ
Keep at it.
ฝึกฝน
You
ไว้
might just rival Miss Onai here.
ของคุณโอไนก็ได้
Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
I've
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Eh?
ได้ค่ะได้ค่ะหยินเริ่มให้ดู
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
โอเคค่ะ
Accio.
Very good.
เฮ้ยเฮ้ยเฮ้ย
Don't lose your composure.
แรงหน่อย
That's it.
โอเคมานี้
Excellent control there.
โอเค ลูกแรกตกอ่ะกะจังหวะ
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
ได้เลยค่ะ
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Watch this.
อุ้ย50เลยเหรอโอเคได้เลย เพราะว่าฉันนะ
Accio.
เย้ไม่50ป่ะ50ป่ะ
Very good.
Bisha.
30ปุ๋ยชนดิชน เอาเดี๋ยวเอามาชนเอง
There we go.
ขออยากให้ตรงกันมาอุ้ยฉันกดไวไปป่ะน่าจะไวไป
Brilliant.
เท่ากัน
Here we go.
ลูกนี้ฉันต้อง
That is how it's done.
Accio.
ฉันต้องทำให้ได้
That's it.
ไม่ได้อะแพ้อะคือฉันกะว่าจะดันให้มันอีก2ลูกนั้นมาเข้า50
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
รอบหน้าฉันไม่ยอมละ
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. Yes!
Accio.
I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
โอเค
Excellent control there.
Be sharp.
โดนนะทรายนะเต้โดนนะ
There we go.
อันนี้เอาอันนี้ก่อนตึ๊บแรงไปเปล่าโอเคได้อยู่
Nicely done.
แน่นอนค่ะฉันบอกแล้วว่ารอบนี้ฉันไม่แพ้
Let us see this.
เฮ้ยโดนนะ
That is how it's done.
เดี๋ยวฉันช่วยป่ะนาตี้เอาเลย
Accio.
โอเคค่ะ50
A perfect score.
คะแนนเต็
Remarkable.
มฉันบอกแล้วรอบนี้ฉันไม่แพ้เธอหรอกขอบคุณค่ะ
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
เลิกฉันเรียนได้โอเค
Good game back there.
เกมไม่
I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
ดีใจนะที่เธอเข้าใจอ่ะ
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
วากันดูออกจากอูกันดามาครึ่งวากันดูใหญ่แค่ไหนหรอ
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise.
A word, if you would.
know it won't work on humans.
จะมาใช้ Echo ใส่คนทำไม
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
ขอบคุณนะคะเดี๋ยวมาเรียนเสริมให้ค่ะ
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
อ๋อค่ะคุยกับฉันเหรออ๋อได้ค่ะจะไปโรงเรียน
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
มีอะไรเหรอคะ
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
ขอบคุณที่ชมนะ
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
คือโชคของ
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
ไปไหนต่อเอ่ยจะเห็นกล้อง M สิต้องกด M ขึ้นมาแล้วก็สามารถรับภารกิจเสริมได้แล้วมีภารกิจเสริมสามารถพบภายในโอเคไปหาศาสตราจารย์เบรดลีย์ก่อนละกันนะแต่ฉันเห็นกล้องอยู่ตรงนี้
Revelio.
ไหนอะกล้องอยู่ไหนเสียงติ๊งๆอยู่แถวนี้ด้วยถ้าเรารีวิโอแล้วมีเขาเรียกว่าได้ยินเสียงติ๊งอ่ะอยู่ใกล้แสดงว่ามีแผ่นกระดาษ
I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
ไม่ใช่แผ่นกระดาษนี่นะ
It's
ตอ
a
นนี้
bold
ต้องเก็บมา
attack. Was the minister a boot or the minister a flack?
ดึงเข้ามา
Stop it,
Revelio.
Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
โอ้น่าจะในห้องของศาสตราจารย์โรแนนแน่เลยเดี๋ยวดูก่อนเก็บเลือกเก็บทุกอย่างที่จำเป็นเดี๋ยวนะมีเสียงติ๊งอยู่ตรงไหนกันแน่ฮะอยู่ข้างบนบ่ขอฟังดีๆก่อน
Revelio.
มาจากข้างขวาจริงๆห้องเรียนมันก็ควรมีปะโลไม่เลยโอเคไปก่อนหาไม่เจอไปพบศาสตราจารย์เวทลีย์ก่อนนำทางให้หน่อยค่ะ ไปพบศาสตราจารย์วิทลี่ ห้องเรียนวิชาแปลงร่างอุ๊ยเห็ดนะ
Revelio.
เป็นชาพิเศษเห็ดแล้ว ไหนนะ เมื่อกี้ตอนเดินเข้ามายังมีกระดาษบินอยู่เลยใช่ไหม
Are you trying to get
ไปไหนแล้ววะ
yourself killed? Do you have any...
Revelio.
But by God, when you come back, you'll wish you
เดี๋ยว
were...
ตาฝาดโอ้ยนี่เจอนี่เจอตัวนี้ก่อนเก็บตัวนี้ก่อนน้องแมวเหงาอ่ะน่ารักอ่ะ
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
อาจารย์วิลลี่เราถามฉันอีกแล้วว่าดูหน้าฉันจะตอบยังไงดีวะนะศาสตราจารย์ฟิกไม่ได้เล่าอะไรโอเคคือไม่ได้โกหกไม่ได้ว่าแบบว่าไม่มีอะไรครับแต่ว่าก็ศาสตราจารย์ฟิกไม่ได้เล่าอะไร
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Okay, ค่ะต้องไปหาศาสตราจารย์โลเนนก่อนโลเนน
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
คือต้องไปเก็บหน้ากระดาษที่บินแถวๆรูปปั้นหักแล้วก็หอคอยปกป้องกันตัวจากศาสตร์มืดนะซึ่งไงที่ฉันเห็นแล้ว
This is the right. Got it.
เอามาเลยแล้วก็อยู่ในนี้อันนึง
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Accio.
เยอะมาก
Brilliant.
เรียบร้อยฮะจบฮะ
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
F Space Space มันตามมาแล้วมันตามมาโอเคดิพาโรกดล็อกคาถาใหม่แล้วคาถาซ่อมแซมดิพาโรสามารถใช้เพื่อซ่อมแซมวัตถุที่แตกหักและเศษซากสิ่งแวดล้อมได้โอเค
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
ตรงนี้บอกเฮ้ยโทษนะฮะ
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it? เธอชื่ออะไรอะหล่อโอ้ยโทษทีเธอชื่ออะไรหรอหล่อมากคือต่อไปต้องไปหาแนทไซแล้วใช่ไหมไปหาแนจีนี่กล้อง
Revelio.
แงะไม่ได้อยู่ข้างในเฮ้ยกระดาษบิน
Accio. Revelio.
ฉันเห็นเก็บให้หมดผ่านอะไรเก็บให้หมดนะอันนี้นั่น
Accio.
มา
Revelio.
มีปะไม่มีแล้วนะ
Oh, do shut. There's something in there. I just know it.
ดูก่อนโอเคไปไม่มีทางไหนทางนี้โอเคขอบคุณค่ะไปแล้วค่ะฉันจำได้ตรงเนี้ยเมื่อกี้คืออยู่เลยร้องเพลงอยู่เลยเมื่อกี้
Hello, looking for me?
ใช่ค่ะตามหาอยู่
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
โอเคแล้วไปกันเลยห้องมีดว้าวข้างนอกสวยงาม
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect. I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient ruins. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it.
สีเหลืองอ่ะสวยดีนะจริงๆมันสวยทั้งสีเลยล่ะ
Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas. But that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow. Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making. Look, from the Forbidden Forest, hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin. I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls.
Yeah. ฉันได้ไหนฉันได้อุปกรณ์มาแล้วขอหน่อยเถอะขอใส่หน่อยเพิ่มพลังโจมตีไป2แม่นนะเพิ่มประกัน4นะฮะหมวกยังไม่ได้อันนี้ได้แล้วโอเคใส่ไปก่อนเนาะแต่เรายังใส่ชุดนี้อยู่เรียบร้อยฮะเปลี่ยนละเดี๋ยวพอทำภารกิจอื่นแล้วเดี๋ยวค่อยใส่ชุดอื่นนะ
How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here.
จะเป็นเจ้าแม่แฟชั่นตั้งแต่ตอนนี้เลยไหนคือภาพผมที่ได้มาใหม่ใช่ไหมคือเป็นไงไม่เหมือนคนอื่นก็คือเป็นนักเรียนปี5ที่
And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit.
ในโรงเรียน
Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too. Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy, guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr. Moon. A demiguise. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Natty. Thank you.
ถึงแล้วนะคะห้องมีสของเรา
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start. The 3 Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeyduke's. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade.
ไม่ใช่ไหมฮะเอาเป็นยากดึงเงินกระดาษมาก่อนนั้น
Hello. Not much of the dark arts that frightens me as long as I have me. I do wish Pippin knew
เดี๋ยวกลับมาก็ได้
secret family recipe.
Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some seeds, and...
A new wand.
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished.
โอเคค่ะเดี๋ยวเจอกัน
Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
จะไปไหนเมื่อกี้เหม็นอะไรทุกอย่างเปิดแอมนี่ฉันจำได้ฉันต้องทะลุฉันต้องไปไหนบ้างอันดับแรก
Accio.
ตื่นมาก่อนเลยต้องมาร้านนี้ก่อน
An inquiring mind.
Revelio.
นี่ไงตรงนั้น
Accio.
เฮ้ยได้ถุงมือสีเขียวดีขึ้นนะดิ ทีกับสีฟ้าด้วยนะเพราะว่ามันอันนี้เป็นพลังโจมตี4เดี๋ยวรอหลังๆก่อนค่อยแมทชุดแล้วกันนะ
Revelio.
อยู่ข้างนอกอะคุย
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley
เขียวเว
ordered.
ทมนต์ค่ะ
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
เท่านี้นะคะเรียบร้อยแล้วค่ะ
Revelio.
มีกล่องอยู่ตรงนี้เห็นอยู่มีกระดาษอยู่ตรงนี้ด้วยนะ
Those that go to Azkaban.
นั่นไงเห็นแล้วกระดาษบินอยู่
Accio.
มาจ้ากลับเข้ามา
Revelio.
เพราะมันได้นี่ด้วยได้ EP ด้วยไงไล่เก็บไป
House
เถอะ
elves are wizardkind's best.
ที่นี่เราค่อยมาสุดท้ายร้านของคุณโอริเวนเดอร์
Accio.
ไล่เก็บหมด
Revelio.
ไปร้านของเจพิพินก่อนแล้วกัน
Accio. Revelio.
คือไม่ได้อยู่ทางนี้ปะ เนี่ยผมจำได้ไงแล้วนี่ร้านนี้เถอะเฮ้ยนั่นเฮ้ยนั่น
I don't see why everyone has their voice.
Accio.
เข้ามา
Revelio.
ร้านนี้ตั้งหากล่ะ
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything.
Okay.
But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
เลยวิ่งเลยโอเควิกเกนเบลต่อไปร้านของ The Magic Niece ก่อนมาแล้วค่ะ
Well, hello there.
Revelio. Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to
เอา
collect.
เมล็ดพันธุ์ค่ะ
Ah, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds?
กลัวคุยเยอะ
Let me guess. You're after something fresh. Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
โอเคค่ะขอบคุณนะคะต่อไป
Revelio.
ไปเอาไม้กายสิทธิ์กันนะคะกล่องนั้นยังไม่ได้ตัดต้นไม้สักหน่อยเรียบร้อยสวยงามแต่ฉันน่ะคือขออนุญาตเลยไปนี่หน่อยนะขออนุญาตไปเปลี่ยนสีผมกับเปลี่ยนทรง
Hello.
Oh, come in, come in. Welcome to Madame Snelling's Tress Emporium. I'm sure I've no need to introduce myself. They used to call me Snelly. Oh, Snelly, why aren't you studying to be an aura? But I showed them. They're stuck in the dust at the ministry, and I'm here thriving. Absolutely thriving. But look at you. Look at you. I can certainly see why you paid me a visit. Looking for a change, are we?
Why not, I say? What sort of change?
Some are going for that muggle with consumption, sort of death becomes me allure. But you won't find poisons here. No need for chloride of lime or ammonia when you have magic. Why don't you spend a moment choosing how you'd like to look? You can change your hair too if you'd like.
What services do you offer?
What is it you might be interested in?
เดี๋ยวขอแปลงร่างก่อนนะเลือกทรงที่คือต้องดูสีผมก่อนคือฉันตอนนี้อยากได้เหลืองเพื่อให้เข้ากับสีบ้านซะหน่อยนี่เลยค่ะเหลืองแต่ว่าโอ้เหลืองยังไงมาอยู่ที่ทรงผมด้วยนะเนี่ยโอเคเอาทรงนี้แล้วกันนะคะ
Revelio.
ผมสั้นจริงๆก็อยากได้ผมยาวแหละแต่ผมยาวไม่ค่อยมีเลยโอเคเหลืองจริงเหลืองจังเลยตอนนี้โอ้เวล7โอเคงั้นเดี๋ยวค่อยมาไปค่ะไปเลือกไมเกยสิทธิ์กันจ้า If anyone needs help
Revelio.
Merlin's blooming beard, not again.
บอกแล้วนักเรียนปี5คนเดียวในโรงเรียนที่แฟชั่นเต็มเวอร์
I'll be right with. It's you. Just a moment, please.
โอเคค่ะเดี๋ยวรอ
Hello, sir. I'm looking
for a new wand. Yes, it's about time.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes.
อันนี้ของฉันเหรอคะ
Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do.
นิ้วครึ่ง
Here, give this one a try.
ลองอันนี้ดูสิ
Well, go ahead, swish.
เอาเลย
How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh my. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
ไม้คือเฟอร์ขนฟินิกซ์แข็ง12 เศษ 1 ส่วน 4 นิ้วขอเลือกเองได้ปะ
How intriguing. Curious indeed.
Classic.
How intriguing.
Classic ก็สวยนะ
Curious indeed.
แต่ชอบอันนี้มากเลย
How intriguing.
เต็มที่ชอบ ส่วนอันนี้ก็คือแข็งเหรอเขาเป็น
Curious indeed.
โก่งกำลังดี ว่าขอความยืดหยุ่นดีกว่า
How intriguing.
มีความยืดหยุ่นสูง ประเภทไม้ขอเป็น
Curious indeed. How intriguing. Curious indeed.
ขอเป็นไม้เอลเดอร์เลยละกันเนาะตัวคนฟินิกซ์นี่คือจะเป็นแกนกลางสามารถผลิตเวทมนต์ได้หลากหลายรูปแบบโอเคแล้วถ้าเป็นแกนแต่ถ้าเป็นขนของยูนิคอร์นจะขึ้นชื่อเรื่องของการผลิตเวทมนต์ที่คงเส้นคงวาฉันขอเป็นขนยูนิคอร์นแล้วกันนะ
A unicorn hair wand is most reliable and faithful to its owner.
เฮ้ยยังไม่เลือกสีไม้เอาสีไม้แบบไหนดี
How intriguing.
อันนี้แหละโอเคเป็นไม้เอลเดอร์แกนกลางเป็นขนยูนิคอร์นแล้วก็ความยืดหยุ่นมีความยืดหยุ่นสูงและความยาวก็คือ14 นิ้วครึ่งแบบเต็มแม็กซ์สุดๆอันนี้แหละค่ะ
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Indeed. Treat it well, and you shall find no more dependable a wand than one with a unicorn hair core. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
โอเคค่ะ ขอบคุณนะคะคุณโอลิเวนเดอร์ที่
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Natty.
ที่ช่วยหาไม้กายสิทธิ์ให้ไปหาแนตตี้ดีกว่า
Revelio.
ฉันเห็น
Accio.
โอเคค่ะทุกคน วันนี้สกายต้องขอตัวลาไปก่อนนะคะ เอาไว้เจอกันใหม่พาร์ทหน้านะคะ ถ้าชื่นชอบคลิปนี้ก็อย่าลืมกดไลค์กดแชร์เป็นกำลังใจให้สกายด้วยนะคะ และก็อย่าลืมกด Subscribe กดกระดิ่งไว้ด้วยนะคะเผื่อสกายลงคลิปใหม่ๆจะได้ไม่พลาดกันนะจ๊ะ แล้วเอาไว้เจอกันใหม่กับ Hogwarts Legacy พาร์ทต่อไปนะคะ วันนี้ต้องขอตัวลาไปก่อนบายค่ะ